Hi everyone, Ryan here from Fight Game Analysis, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about the upcoming fight between Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna. Before we jump into that, if you've been enjoying the content, please go ahead and click on the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate your support. All right, Ryan Garcia finally got this fight announced July 16th, Javier Fortuna. Now look, this is one that was originally scheduled a little while back. Ryan Garcia had to pull out of it due to mental health issues. We ended up seeing him in there against Emmanuel to go. Then we hear him talking about, potentially a fight with all different kinds of people, up to and including Isaac Cruz, right? Then we just see him at the fight with Gervonta Davis and talking about how he's going to take that one next. I'm going to get Tank in December. Hold your horses, though, dude. Pump the brakes. You got this fight July 16th with Javier Fortuna. And look, it's one that I'm looking forward to seeing. I think this is probably going to end up being the toughest fight of his career, okay? Javier Fortuna doesn't necessarily get a lot of buzz. He doesn't get a lot of hype. He hasn't really reached that next level yet. You look at his career, he's got 3 losses on it, but all 3 losses were to what we'll call top-level guys, right? Not like the best of the best of the best or anything, but they're good fighters. Jason Sosa, Robert Easter Jr., Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz was his last fight. Everybody else he beats, okay? Skilled fighter. Extensive amateur career, probably approximately like a little bit over 200 fights with like 198 wins, 196 wins, something along those lines. And he knows how to fight. He's a guy who understands distance well, knows how to box. Loops his punches a little bit. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of that, but he finds a way to get his shot off. Good power. Knows how to close the distance and throw combinations when he needs to. Slip shots well, uses footwork well and distance and everything. Like, overall, he's just a skilled fighter, and I think he just doesn't get the credit he deserves. About 33 years old, so I don't know. Promoters aren't really like, look, if you're not already there, you're not selling tickets, you're not building that buzz already, you're 33 years old. Promoters aren't looking to jump behind you, man. It's like you're on the back end of your career. That a lot of them consider they don't want to put money into you. They figure they may not be able to get it out. So it's an interesting fight. High risk, low reward for a guy like Ryan Garcia. So I was a little bit interested to see him take it. But I guess, his team, they're looking at it as one of those fights where it's like, man, Fortuna's a tough guy, but you got to get past him if you're going to be who you think you're going to be, right? We think, not me, but like your team, his team, right? We think Ryan Garcia is going to be something special. We think Ryan Garcia is going to be the future. He's going to be this multiple-time world champion, possibly dominated multiple weight divisions and blah, 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 right? We think he's going to do all these things. That's who we think this guy is. Okay, well, you got to move up. You went out there, you fought Luke Campbell. Got dropped with the left hand, found a way to get up and get the win, right? Impressive body shot victory. Got to move up. Got to keep going. Took a little tune-up fight with to go. Did he look good in that? I don't know. Not really. I mean, he won the fight, dominated all that, but he was supposed to. Look how much bigger he was than the guy. Look at the skill level. Look at the physical advantages that Ryan Garcia had going into that fight. The size, the reach, the hand speed, the power, the physicality. Wasn't he supposed to win that fight the way that he did? I'll even go one step further. Wasn't he supposed to get a stoppage in that fight? I mean, if we're being honest with ourselves, if we were listening to all the pre-fight hype, we were listening to what Ryan Garcia was saying, we were listening to what Joe Goossen was saying. Joe Goossen, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, and man, I highly respect as a trainer. This is going to be his second fight working together. But when they were in that fight with Emmanuel to go, he said, man, I will be highly surprised if this fight goes the distance. And yet that's exactly what happened. We saw it go the distance. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ryan Garcia has got some real flaws, and I think that they could really come back to bite him in this one. Joe Goossen better be putting in a lot of work with that dude, man, and he better be paying attention. Because if he throws wide punches at times, he keeps his chin up, he gets way off balance. Look at how far over that front leg he gets when he's throwing those shots. It's like he gets excited almost, and he's putting his weight forward far too much, getting out of position far too often. Fortuna knows how to counterpunch. That left hand it's pretty good. It's not like a laser. He doesn't have ridiculous power with it. But could he do what Luke Campbell did? Yeah, for sure he can land a left hand like that. I think he punches in combination a little bit better too. I think he's willing, should Garcia get caught, get him up against the ropes, go over there and land some hard shots on him. I think this one is going to be interesting. I really do. I think there's a very real possibility that this is going to end up being a tougher fight than Ryan Garcia thought. Who knows? Maybe he's able to pull it out in the end. I mean, he's definitely got the physical advantages in this one as well. Again, with the hand speed and the punching power, and he's got the height and the reach and everything. So, really want to see what he's been doing with Joe Goossen. You know, that's going to make a big difference. Why doesn't he use that jab more, man? And why doesn't he use it effectively? I don't know. These are all questions I got. And maybe switching up trainers and getting out of there with that from working with Eddie Reynoso is going to make the difference now. We're going to see him start to put some things together, start to refine those little edges more. You always want to think the sky's the limit when you're talking about the guy because of what you see him doing, the potential that you think he has. But when the bright lights are on, he just hasn't really been able to put it all together yet. And he's talking about Tank Davis. This guy's talking about fighting Gervonta Davis. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Come on. Let's be real with each other. I said that if he went out there against Isaac Cruz, that it was going to be no good for him at all. That Ryan Garcia was going to have a long night at the office. And I don't mean a long night in the office necessarily in the sense that you get beat from pillar to post for 12 rounds. But it's going to be a long night at the office for as long as you're there because ain't nothing going to work, but Cruz is probably going to get him out of there. So, nevertheless, that's not a fight that's happening. Who knows if it were to happen in the future, how that would necessarily look. Again, both men are young, still have time to develop. I think Ryan Garcia has an incredible amount of potential. But I think that going into this fight with Javier Fortuna, he is going to be tested at the very least. Man, I'm excited to see, though. I'm excited to see what he's been working on and what he brings to the table because that's really what's going to make all the difference in the world. So let me know what you guys think. Am I giving Fortuna a little bit too much credit in this one? Am I missing something? Did Ryan Garcia just have an off night against to go, but really he's going to somehow put it all together? He's going to come out there. He's going to be able to stop that left hand that Fortuna wants to shoot, and he's just going to establish his jab and keep the distance but be aggressive and impose his will like Joe Goossen wants him to? I don't know. Only time will tell, I guess. Let me know what you guys think.